All right, moving to campaign 2018 now. Senator Dean Heller and Congresswoman Jackie Rosen are locked in a tight race to represent Nevada in the U.S. Senate. Paul Nelson has been following this race and joins us now live in the studio. Paul, what are the candidates saying about the issues?
Well, Kristen, like most Republicans and Democrats, they have fundamental differences on things like health care and economic principles. But they do have some things in common ground on things like infrastructure and some immigration. And both agree Washington needs more bipartisanship.
That if it's a good idea, I don't care whose it is. If it's a Republican idea, Democrat idea, I'll work with the Democratic administrations and Republican administrations to move this country forward.
Trying to talk about how we fix America's potholes, net neutrality, rural broadband, ports, roads and bridges, really important things that we agree on.
They also agree that immigrants separated from their families at the border should be reunited as soon as possible.
So we don't need to continue to have these families separated. What we need to do is have this administration look at doing comprehensive immigration reform.
They're reunifying them now, but I want constant updates. I want to know what the status is of the amount of children, perhaps parents, that have been separated from their families to make sure we get everybody back together.
On health care, both agree that people with pre-existing conditions should be protected, but the similarities may end there. Rosen wants to find ways to fix the Affordable Care Act.
Being healthy is the most important thing to all of us. All the money in the world can't save you if there's not cures for diseases or if you can't get things done.
Heller wants to repeal the ACA, allow people to buy insurance across state lines, and give each state block grants to handle its own health care.
You got a choice here when it comes to health care. You either believe in socialism or you believe in federalism. I believe in federalism. I believe the states can make the right decisions for their citizens, and let's give them the opportunity to do that.
The senator recently met with Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, getting the judge's thoughts on gun rights, unreasonable search and seizures, and states' rights, as well as his opinion on Yucca Mountain.
If you read the opinions, what the opinions say is that they have no position on Yucca Mountain, but you do have to follow the law. And that's the kind of justice that you want on the Supreme Court. Someone who doesn't want to make law, but somebody who wants to enforce the laws.
Along with Yucca Mountain, Rosen has concerns about the judge's views on abortion and executive privilege.
As far as I'm concerned, no one is above the law, and we need to be sure that we follow these investigations wherever they lead, because the dignity and decency of our democracy may be at stake.
Heller says Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings could begin in just a few weeks, and he could be headed to the bench by the end of September. Covering Campaign 2018 live in the studio, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.